Well. Folks, it is December 10th, 2024, and the XRP epic bounce to $3 just might be taking place. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have a ways to go. But once again, dipping below $2 for XRP here today for a brief moment in time. As a matter of fact, we only were below $1.95 for about 15 minutes. So a 15-minute window to buy XRP cheaper today than you could have yesterday. And I want to start out this episode here by giving a shout out to our community. Before I get there, I do got to give a shout out to Wifey because she just made me lunch and she just killed it, making me some barbecue chicken sliders, and those were fantastic. You cannot get locked in unless you are well fed and you got your nutrition, you got your sleep, and you got a Wifey to support you. So I want to give a shout out to Wifey. Barbecue chicken sliders just hit the spot. I got myself another cup of coffee. It is only 2:22 here on the West Coast. Maybe it's 5 o'clock somewhere for you, but I am going to be drinking coffee and my water for this session. And if this pump continues, we might have to break into something else. But for now, we're going to stick to the coffee. Now, in regards to shoutouts, this community, I got to shout you out because you guys ate up this dip. Maybe you weren't buying XRP. Like me, I added to my H-bar bag yesterday. I've been eyeing these other cryptos, trying to get those bags caught up to speed and filled up. But XRP and opportunity under $2 came again, and now it's gone. So I'm going to continue to ask these questions, and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to ask the question once again: was this the last opportunity to get you a $2 XRP, a $1.90 XRP for a brief moment in time, maybe a couple minutes, but it didn't last long? And so this is why we've been prepared with cash on the sidelines so that we can stay liquid for opportunities, whether it's cryptocurrency, other investments, real estate, business. We've been keeping the train moving. Now this XRP train is really starting to pick up speed. And now I'm just asking the question, is XRP running the show now? I mean, we get the RLUSD announcement here today, just about an hour ago, and the entire space gets to ride on XRP's coattails. XLM also up, Bitcoin, H-bar. I was looking through all these coins. Basically, the entire market just moved back up as if XRP is now in full control. What a beautiful setup that we are watching right now. Now, I'm going to refresh my chat because I want to be able to get my comments here from YouTube and X. X, if you're with me, please drop a comment down below. YouTube, thank you for stopping by. I'm also live on TikTok. Max Engaging. Thank you so much for your support. Let's get this party started. So here's where we're at right now on XRP and this overall cryptocurrency market. On CoinMarketCap, we see that Bitcoin right now, 96.7. Ethereum, 3,600. And Tether is still in that number 3 spot, but now XRP is creeping back up on Tether once again. XRP at $2.31 at this hour, and up 7% on the day. Once again, this coin was trading at $1.90 this morning. $132 billion market cap for XRP, 132 billion for XRP, 138 billion for Tether. So we're just behind Tether, starting to creep back up. I love to see XRP back in that number 3 spot, and then we make our move towards Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, zooming in on the XRP chart, we talked about how everything was still in play. Our pathway to $3 was still intact. We were clearing out the leverage, and we needed to. This was very healthy. So what we did is we cleared out XRP, a complete move of a 34% correction here from 290 all the way to $1.90. 34.5 round up to 35% correction. After a historical month of nearly 490% gains, almost a 5x in the past 30 days, and a little bit longer now, right? Since right before the election, we have a nearly 5x move, and then now we get a 34% pullback. So you can't be asking for 500% gains and not be able to stomach a 34% drawdown after that. It is totally normal. Now, what gets more dramatic here in the cryptocurrency space is that the percentages that we're talking about are much more dramatic. Even Bitcoin, now that it's become such a large asset, like what, the 7th largest asset by market cap in the world. And so because Bitcoin's already such a big beast, the percentage moves now at these current levels will not be as dramatic as other cryptocurrencies. And, Bitcoin moving more similar to the stock market, actually. Now with XRP, because it's still a relatively smaller asset, only at 132 billion in market cap, it can be moved pretty dramatically here still at these lower price targets in the $2 range. You're still getting massive swings on a regular basis. So in the past month, take a look at this chart here once again, 161% pump, 22% correction, 53% pump, 21% correction, 126% pump. Oh no, it's the end of the world, 34% correction. Everybody pack it up, bull runs over, go home. Don't be greedy, they said. Don't be greedy. Ripple's about to dump on us. XRP has to go back to 80 cents. I feel like I've been doing that for the past 2 weeks. XRP has to go back to 80 cents. This is what they told us. Right before it shot up to $2.90. Then we get a little bit of a back test here to $2, and all of the bears started to pop up once again. This was hilarious to see today. On the same video that I posted this morning, comments this morning coming in calling me a scammer, then changed into, wow, you called the bounce, praising our call this morning. And I'm not trying to say I know it's going anywhere one direction or the other for sure. What I've been trying to bring to you guys is people that are better at technical analysis than me, combining that with my fundamental analysis and what I'm observing to give you guys my perspective on where we're at and where we could be going. And of course, we're hedged both ways that this goes. We also, we knew that this could be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, 60-minute special, just like with Elon and Saturday Night Live. Sure enough, they dumped the market back down, and then the next day they dumped us down even further. That took us down to $1.94. Now for XRP, we even went lower today. XRP going even lower today before we've now recovered up completely. And this full swing up recovery, all the way here from $1.90 to what we just did, $2.40, that's a 25% pump in about an hour. Okay, this is the power of XRP right now. You saw, this is not just XRP moved up. We brought the whole space with us. This is why I'm asking the question, seriously asking the question, is XRP in control of this bull run right now? Is Bitcoin running the show? What's happening is that folks are starting to realize that there's still a lot from a fundamental perspective that makes XRP go higher. There's not a lot that makes Bitcoin go higher. It's very simple. Are governments going to create Bitcoin strategic reserves? Are corporations like Microsoft going to add Bitcoin to their treasury? Well, they just voted no. That's all that's left. That's the only game that's left in town for Bitcoin is, will governments adopt it and really, by extension, potentially manipulate the price of Bitcoin up even higher because they get to print their own fiat to buy an asset and make a run on an asset. So you're borderline manipulating the price of Bitcoin up higher. Now, don't get me started on other tools of manipulation like Tether. And we can talk about Tether in regards of Tether actually being delisted and really taken out after MiCA is now being implemented in Europe here. Tether's about to be delisted over there right in time for the new stablecoin, the Euro stablecoin that just got issued on the XRP ledger. Not even talking about RLUSD yet. We had another party, Societe Generale, I think, or I forget who it was. Somebody's launching the Euro stablecoin on the XRP ledger now too. Now, in regards to the US dollar stablecoin, Ripple just gave us the approval here today, and that's what this whole bounce is all about. So this morning, when I dropped the update saying XRP epic bounce to $3 coming, I didn't know that we were going to get the RLUSD announcement today. I didn't have any insider game. I didn't have any, riddle or decode that I could have solved to predict that. But I did know that that was one of the catalysts that we had waiting in the lineup, right? That was on deck. There's a lot of flip of the switch moments here that are still on deck, that are on the dashboard. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz are in the cockpit here on the rocket ship moon mission that XRP's on. The dashboard's full of switches yet to be flipped. RLUSD was one that we were waiting on. It just so happened to be today. And I was starting to get a little bit worried. Because, like I said, we were already down to $1.90. And from the TA that I'd been, looking at, others in the space who know much more than me, were showing that $1.94 in that area was that next line of resistance. And so I was really hoping that it held. And sure enough, it did. Now, the announcement here from Brad Garlinghouse. Just in, we have final approval from the New York Department of Financial Services for RLUSD. Exchange and partner listings will be live soon. And reminder, when RLUSD is live, you'll hear it from Ripple first. So we are going live with RLUSD. We knew it was coming, and this is probably days away. Right. This is days away from being live on exchange and partner listings. Now, it's going to be very fascinating to see how many exchanges this gets listed on right away. What I'm also very curious to see is how quickly this market cap on RLUSD grows. Now, you guys know I'm already on the record saying that I think that we very easily could become the #1 stablecoin in the entire cryptocurrency space. That is not out of the cards. It's actually very reasonable. I think it's actually very conservative. And it doesn't even involve Tether being delisted in Europe. It doesn't even involve anything bad happening with Tether or Circle or anybody else. It's a matter of how big this pie is about to grow. From a 160 billion asset class in stablecoins to a $3 trillion asset in the coming few years. So we're just going to get a piece of this pie that is expanding, and this is what could take RLUSD to the #1 stablecoin by market cap with ease, not even talking about Tether and the trouble that Tether is running into being delisted in Europe. I think that's coming up in a few days on December 13th is what I saw. We've already seen Tether being delisted from exchanges in the region already. So, perfect timing. Comes in and saves the day. Now, I want to hear from you guys. This locked in, we got this locked in going around Twitter now because we got the picture of Brad Garlinghouse. We took the screenshot from the 60 Minutes interview with Brad Garlinghouse locked in. And I want to hear from you guys which picture you guys like best. So this is Cowboy Crypto. See, here's the original picture from 60 Minutes. I'll make sure you guys can see that one. Right there. There's the original picture from Vet. But Cowboy Crypto put him here on Scarface. So I wanted to see what you guys thought about that one. That's the Scarface look. Neil Hartner, software engineer at Ripple, working on Ripple payments. Huge shout out to Neil. Appreciate his work. He shares Brad Garlinghouse on the new dollar, on the new dollar stablecoin here, RLUSD. We get Brad's face on there. I think that's a perfect picture of Brad to get on there. Yeah. And we also have the picture that Ripple had posted the other day or was that Tippy Fodder actually had posted it. I think Ripple responded to it with Brad in the cockpit of the rocket ship. Let me see if I can find that right here. Here it is, Ripple. Yeah, it was Ripple that posted this one. This is Brad in the rocket ship. So do we like Brad in the rocket ship? Do we like the Scarface? Or should we put him on the new US dollar treasury note? What do you guys say? And this is just all coming together so perfectly, guys. Literally, our president's son, Eric Trump, is in, this is in Dubai, I believe, this Bitcoin conference that's taking place right now, or crypto conference that's taking place in Dubai, I'm pretty sure. We literally have the president's son talking about Bitcoin going to 1 million and talking about no taxes on crypto. Take a listen in here. This is Eric Trump speaking at this Bitcoin conference.
I can tell you a lot of eyes were opened when Bitcoin hit 100,000. And I can tell you a hell of a lot more eyes are going to be opened when Bitcoin hits 1 million, and I'm confident it's going to hit 1 million. I think we're all confident in this room that it's going to hit 1 million.
How about that for a bold prediction from our president's son, Eric Trump? Now, they're also doubling down on no taxes on crypto, and I'm even beginning to wonder, I mean, what's going to be left of the IRS after Elon, Doge, Vivek, this whole assembly here with Trump coming in second term, doesn't have to worry about getting reelected. All that matters is him ingraining his legacy. Donald Trump wants to see himself on the next Mount Rushmore. So, you know, I mean, how do we restore this republic, save this country, save the dollar, and put this whole thing together? And, you know, we start by cutting off not just fat, but real baggage that's weighing down our government, that's weighing down free market enterprise. We've seen the burden that's been placed on cryptocurrency and the damages, not just the burden, but the damages and the losses in the cryptocurrency space from our government, right? And so now Trump's opening up this can of worms, and really the icebreaker was no taxes on tips, right? First, it was no tax on tips. Then it was no tax on Social Security. Now that really got the conversation going. Then he said, and we don't even know really what he means by this, but it sounds fantastic, and that's what we're rolling with. And the vibes are incredible in America once again, because we're just moving in the right direction. Do we know all of the technical details of how we get there? No, but we got a leader, we got a direction, and we got purpose behind us. We're going to be the leaders in the world in crypto, and we're not going to have any taxes on crypto that's made in America. What does that mean? We'll figure it out. But it leads us into a conversation of what are we even doing with this? The IRS amongst other agencies, and what's the role that they're playing here in our economy, in our lives. So listen in on this clip here.
So think, as I said before, think to have an American president for the first time that's committed to making America the crypto capital of the world. Think about a president who isn't going to allow Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to be overregulated and stifled by high taxes. Somebody who will fight like hell against those institutions who have waged war on cryptocurrency. Guys, in America, they've waged war against cryptocurrency. Make no mistake about it. They've sued everybody. They've gone after them using the SEC. They've waged war. They've tried to tax them. A person who pledged to add crypto to the United States Treasury. A person who pledged to make crypto tax-free. I mean, think about all these incredible things.
See, that's what I mean. This can of worms got opened up, and there's no telling how far they're going to go with it. Are we even going to have an IRS, right? This is really getting interesting. Of course, they're trying to do everything that they can to burden this new administration with this new budget resolution that they're trying to pass. They're trying to fund all these government agencies. But at this point, I think they can try to do whatever they want while they have some last few days in power. But the shift is here. And if it's unconstitutional, that's where we draw the line. It's very simple in this country. And so we can get rid of it no matter what they've done from a budget perspective for the next 365 days. If it's unconstitutional, if it never was put in place by law properly, pretty easy to just cut that one right out. So this conversation's getting very excited for me. And I am going to be, once again, I'm taking a second look at my exit strategy on not just XRP, but other cryptos as well, too, if this does end up becoming a reality. Now, of course, I don't expect this to happen overnight. This is still going to take time, but I'm talking about into the future here. If this just gets passed within the next couple years, even, the impact that this would have on many of us that have invested so heavily in the digital asset space. You talk about other states that are making gold and silver legal tender, and the potential for states to make cryptocurrencies legal tender, right? Where we get to just start using this as a currency, no taxes involved. And I think that many of us would be reasonable with a flat tax and paying a fair share, right? I mean, I guess we can get into that part of really, what is the fair share? But we can all agree that we've gone way too far. And I think that that's where we're at as Americans. And that's why I say we're heading in the right direction. The vibes are back because we have leaders sending us in that direction with purpose. We don't need to know all the technical details on the way. That's the point. We know we want to get regulators off our backs. We know we want to reduce taxes. As long as we get moving in that direction, you're going to see an economic explosion here in the United States and investment flood back into this country. and the greatest transfer of wealth in world history that was started under the first Trump administration will continue. Now remember, please remember that this doesn't matter whether you like Trump or not. You can take advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history no matter what your opinion of this guy is. This guy is just one man on the world stage. You're in control of your life, your destiny, and whether or not you're going to participate in this transfer of wealth. And as I've been saying too, everybody's participating in this transfer of wealth. It's just a matter of whether or not you're getting on the right side of it. Are you taking the right actions? Are you making the right investments to position yourself for this transfer? Or are you, going to be on the wrong side of this, and you're seeing that that's really the divide between the haves and the have-nots that's only going to continue and expand with inflation coming back here once again. We never defeated it. As I said in my, I said in a live earlier I was doing on TikTok, Jerome Powell didn't raise rates enough to stop inflation. I argue that he should punish us even further because of the silliness that we got going on in this market with Altcoin going to 200 million. How can Jerome Powell sit here and leave interest rates unchanged or even cut interest rates when we are pumping Altcoin to $200 million? I'm disregarding whether or not the Federal Reserve is a constitutional entity. I'm just saying this is nonsense out here. Now, what's happening is that money's flowing to real value. That's the thing, is that now that competition's allowed to thrive and the government's not picking winners and losers, the capital is starting to flow where it should be going. That's why gold ran up so high. That's why silver just broke out once again. That's why XRP has been leading this bull run along with XLM and other utility cryptocurrencies. See, the value is now flowing and the capital is now flowing where it should be. So continuing on, I want to read off these super chats before I miss them. Formula Moments, thank you for the 589. That was the tastiest dip I've ever had in my life. Have to give the Fudsters one day of fun, I suppose. They had a moment. They had about 15 minutes. Yesterday they had about 1 minute. I showed you guys the 1 minute chart. XRP dipped below $2 for 1 minute and then it was gone. So the Fudsters had a moment and it was a quick one. And then it's already gone here again. They didn't even get an opportunity to come on and tell us what we should be scared of. 1970 legend dropping a big 100 spot. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. He says, I told the dark pony off for you a little bit ago. Keep up the good work. And these trolls have been sending shots. They're going to continue. And right now we try, we just look back and we laugh because we say, hey, we tried to bring you along. We tried to be nice. I'm always tried to be nice and respectful to everybody. And some of these guys have tried to, sneak diss me. They try to come up here and do a little, shady stuff. They try to spin things that we say and take it out of context. They don't want to show up and have an adult conversation. And it was all great and dandy because we still had our conviction. No one was going to change us on that thesis. But we didn't have the XRP price action to match. It's just like with the 60 Minutes interview. I said there was no way to make Ripple or Brad look bad. No one's been able to do that. But everybody could always point to XRP price action or the lack thereof and say that's why we were a scam. That's why it was a dead project. That's why we were stupid. Who's laughing now? Up 500% in a new reality. Who's laughing now? And for me, and I'm not even laughing. We're not even done. That's the thing. That's the difference between what we've been about and what some of these pretenders are doing. Is we didn't leave during the bear market. We never lost conviction. Did we question our thesis? Absolutely, as any reasonable investor would. Anybody with intelligence is willing to question their hypothesis all the time. But we always came back to the same answer. It is still one of the best opportunities, if not the best opportunity. Of course, you're going to make money, more money on some meme coins. Go flip around with some meme coins and have some fun. But as far as I'm new to this space, I want to start stacking real plays with conviction. Where do I start? XRP always had to be at the top of your list. It never should have left the top of your list. And that's the reason why. There's reasons why it's back at the number 3 at the top of the cryptocurrency list. And it's never left the top 10 in the past 10 years. And now here we are creeping up once again. And literally RLUSD was the event today to save the entire market. Everybody riding on XRP and Ripple and our momentum, riding on our coattails. And we tried to help out some of these guys They let ego get in front of them, and they couldn't open their mind up to the possibility that maybe there's some artificial suppression taking place with a lawsuit. Maybe being delisted on all these exchanges will have an impact negatively on price. No, Ripple's not dumping on us. Despite these narratives that we debunked over and over again, these guys keep on hanging their hats on these arguments that continue to fail. Well, the arguments were failing, but they could point to the price action. Now, they can only point to themselves as who they should hold accountable for why they are not making as much money as some of us may be. And they can look at themselves when people can point to, these guys literally fudded me out of my bags because they presented all of this evidence as so entirely factual, without a doubt. Remember what these guys were tweeting out just a week or two ago. XRP has to go back to 50 cents. I'm selling off at 80 cents because it has to go back to 50 cents. The same guys come around at $1.95 and say, don't be greedy. Ripple's about to dump on us. You need to sell. Don't be greedy. These guys are willing to give what would be, financial advice. Now, obviously, it's not the setting of financial advice. I'm not saying we even need to hold those guys accountable in that regard. I'm just saying they're willing to tell you to buy or sell. I never have told anybody buy or sell this asset now, later, never did that. I said, I'm buying XRP. I'm buying a lot of XRP with conviction here. Thanks for the dip. Scoop it. I'm saying, yes, I bought XDC, Flare, Say token, and some HBAR last week. Yes. But we never have been telling folks you need to buy or you need to sell. But these guys came out and they've been coming out of the woodworks to yell at us the whole way up. Sell at 80 because it's going to 50. Sell at $1.95. Don't be greedy. Ripple's about to dump on us. It has to go back to 80. It went to 290. And they thought they were going to get, a little excited. They were starting to peak out a little bit over the last 24 hours once we dipped down. Now they're back into hiding again. Like I said, we never left. We never left. And that's a testament to this community and what you guys have done here, staying focused despite all of the FUD and everything that they've put on us. Now let's continue because we have so much positive stuff to talk about. Elon Muff, thank you. Longed 40,000 XRP at $1.92. Elon Muff, I mean, golly, you got to be up big time, longing 40,000 XRP at $1.92. But you guys are the reason why we're getting these big fluctuations, which I don't care. I'm not here to tell anybody that they shouldn't be able to bet long or short. I remember back when I used to trade futures, everybody would tell me, why are you shorting, bro? That's so bad. And it's like, this is how institutional investors hedge. This is how sophisticated traders hedge against their bets, And so I think that it's a healthy instrument. It's a fair instrument to use for expressing your opinion on the market. It's absolutely fair. It's absolutely fair. Why should you not be able to, right? This is America, right? Now, naked shorting, that's a different story. Naked shorting and that type of manipulation, that's a completely different story. But guys, we got to keep it rolling. I saw another super chat came in from Linda. Linda, how are you doing today? God bless you. Let me find Linda's comment and then we'll keep it rolling. 20 spot from Linda. Thank you so much. Thanks, Zach. I don't have to sell my XRP now. I was not going to sell my XRP. Thank you for all your support. I was not going to sell my XRP. Thank you for all your support. Things are looking good. Linda, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. Over the past couple years, I've had some conversations with folks, and it's just so great to see now all of this investment, all of our conviction finally playing out and coming back around for us. We needed this. We needed this. Absolutely. Lee, appreciate the 5 spot. Like old times, bless you and the XRP fam with Jesus coin. The calling is higher. Lee, you're my Jesus coin shill. I forgot about that. You got me again. You got me again. I'm shilling Jesus up here once again. That was the goal, wasn't it? That's all right. That's all right. TikTok is asking me if I think the XRP is going to skyrocket. We're on our way to $3. As I've been saying for the past couple weeks, we have a massive sell wall at $3 that we have to break through. Once we break through that, I'm going to feel like we can start to maybe calm down a little bit. Right now, still a lot of volatility, and there's the potential upon that breakout for us to go even up higher. But I think that we need a clean break of all-time high, and then we need to hold that all-time high before we extend up to $4.5 and $5. There's just too big a sell walls for us to go through for it to be a smooth rally up through that. In this current environment where, this is not an institutional utility environment where we're just going to continue up and away. That day is coming, and that's the day that takes us to much higher price targets for XRP. But in this current environment, retail speculation with institutions starting to dip their toes into the water, you're starting to break away from just a purely speculative market. But for right now, we're still there, and there's still a lot of speculators that are getting in now, and they're going to sell at $3, or they got in a while ago. They're long-term bag holders that already had plans to sell at these $3, $4 price targets. So I expect that to happen 100%. Now, appreciate that. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. If you guys haven't already, please make sure you like this video, share it out far and wide. We still have more of an update to deliver. I see that we got 7,000 viewers between YouTube and X. I greatly appreciate it. I can't see the comments on X, but thank you for tuning in. TikTok, thank you for stopping by. Massive live session here. Massive moment for XRP and the broader cryptocurrency space really getting saved by this RLUSD announcement and everybody being lifted up by XRP. So continuing on here, take a look at it. This is what we've been focused on for the past 6 years. All this noise on as far as price action, up, down, sideways, TA analysis, 50 different indicators, trading bots and silly stuff. And all we've been really focused on is we just say, hey, when smart guys talk, smart guys and gals talk, let's take a listen. When the largest institutions in the world are speaking about using cryptocurrency, let's take a listen. And today's example would be the DTCC. So while price action's going down and everybody's freaking out, the DTCC is dropping a little clip here on how blockchain is going to connect it all. How blockchain technology is transforming transactions, powering exchanges of cash, equities, and physical assets on a single platform. The future is here. Learn about DTCC digital assets. And I forget the exact numbers. Can somebody in the comments remind me how much the DTCC does on a yearly basis in volume? I'm trying to remember. I think it is in the quadrillions, but you guys can fact check me on that while we listen in on this clip. Check it out, DTCC.
Blockchain actually offers something that's radically different. It allows us to run all forms of value on the same rails. And for example, I can run cash and commodities, debt and equity instruments, public and private, individual pieces of art or other ownership stake titles to property, all on the same financial rails, and engage in financial transactions that are able to clear and settle in minutes, if not seconds.
Crap, I didn't want that music to play there at the end. Hopefully we can just cut off that last 2 seconds there and we'll be good to go. Don't know if they got that copyright free music on the soundtrack there, but that's the DTCC. Did somebody fact check me with the numbers there on how much, what are we working with? 3 quadrillion in securities. I underestimated. We forget how much and how big some of these numbers are, right? You go back and you fact check yourself and you're like, oh wait, it wasn't just 1 quadrillion. It was actually a few quadrillion. No, not a billion, not a trillion, not hundreds of trillions, not 1 quadrillion, a few quadrillion. No big deal, right? Just a little bit of liquidity over there. And so let's get into the technicals though. After I just lay that out, and talk about what we've been focused on from a fundamental basis is what allowed us to buy with conviction during the bear market. Now that we are into movement, you guys have noticed that I've been covering the technical analysis much more closely. It's because we're actually moving now. When we were just chopping sideways, there was no TA update to do. Oh, XRP's up a few cents, it's down a few cents. XRP is trading with the rest of the market. Rest of the market's going up, it's going down. Fartcoin's pumping. Like, you know, that was the market update, right? Now that we're really moving, now I've been more focused on sharing this technical analysis, like I said, from others that are actually better and smarter than me when it comes to TA. Remember, I'm the doofus moron TA guy. I don't pretend to be any sort of TA guru or expert. But we've been tapping into some folks that are smarter than us, and I got to give a huge shout out to Cassie Trades because she had the fib level that we went exactly to. Now, I already shared this, but once again, here was the chart that she shared in her analysis, and she did note that on the 0.5 fib, it was possible for us to go to the 0.5 fib, which was a full retrace of $1.64. So that's why I was getting scared around $1.90, is because I saw when I shared this earlier update that, you know, we went to $1.94, perfect bounce yesterday. So it's like, okay, this is great. Now we're rolling. I dropped this morning's video, XRP, you know, epic bounce to $3 coming. And then we shoot back down to $1.90. We break below the $1.94 level, which was the 0.382 fib. I'm thinking, oh crap, here we go. And Cassie had pointed out that we could all go all the way down here to the 0.5 fib, which is $1.64. So I was, I wasn't sweating yet, but I was like, oh crap, this might not be good. But sure enough, the RLUSD announcement comes out here today, and then we just blast off once again back up to $2.40. Now, back to the chart here. I wanted to see, 261 is the 0.118 fib. Okay, and then that's right, the 0.236 was her 231. So that's basically where we're at right now. We're at $2.35. Right, so XRP right now is essentially right at that 0.236 fib, right above it. We blasted through it, and then we probably back tested that fib level, if I had to guess. If I just go to the 1 hour chart and we zoom in with a little bit more perspective here. 1 hour chart, once again, we went all the way down to $1.90, ran up here to 240. And then we did come back down to 230. So perfectly right to that 236 fib right there at 230. So we held that level perfectly. Now we get to move back up, and she has targets going all the way up to $3 and beyond on those next extensions. Another thing that I noticed was Waters Above shared this chart from December 2020, where we did a nearly identical move as December 9th through 11th, 2020. So I went back and I took a look at this move. This is when Bitcoin went from about just under 20,000 to 17,000 before blasting off by 140% to 42,000. So Bitcoin faked everybody out before pumping another 140%. And that wasn't even the end of the bull run. That was just over the next month till January. So December 9th through 11th, 2020, we did a back test on Bitcoin. I forget what the percentage was, but it was 19.9 to basically 17,000. And then we blasted off 140% to 42,000 before we consolidated again. But then we continued that run all the way up into 2021, right? And then in November of 2021 is when that cycle actually concluded. That's where this gets crazy. If we do have a similar cycle to the previous ones, this bull run does continue out even into later next year. Now, XRP is moving on its own kind of separately, still correlated with Bitcoin somewhat, but also really starting to move ahead. But you have to look back in history, during these previous bull runs, these moves are so normal. And for those of you guys that are veterans, I'm speaking to the, preaching to the choir here. You guys can stomach 20 to 30% drops in a day like it's nothing, right? We just take a sip of our adult beverage and then buy another bag, right? And so that's nothing new for us. But for the new people coming in that are just now buying in, this is what's getting people really scared. And if you saw too, on the order books, Coinbase was where a lot of the trading was coming from. The dumping yesterday, a lot of that volume came from Coinbase first. And the same thing took place again today, actually. And that's a lot of retail traders that are loving XRP. If you've been watching, I've been sharing on X the volume updates on Coinbase, and XRP's volume was at the #1 spot for multiple days over the past couple weeks. It's really been getting a lot of attention on Coinbase, along many other exchanges, but now it's like hot again in America. And Americans are really piling into XRP right now that can finally get access this bull run who didn't have it before. Now, I got a few other TA folks that I want to share with you guys here. Credible Crypto says we're off to a solid start. There are almost no coins in the space right now that have printed such clear, impulsive PA on their rises as XRP has done this far. Arguably the cleanest chart in the space at the moment when trying to identify impulsive corrective PA. The clarity with which we see the impulsive price action, and I'm assuming that's what he means by PA, price action, speaks to the strength and momentum behind XRP at this moment. XRP likely going to outperform the entire market in the coming months. Hello. At this time, we are wrapping up a corrective move after the last impulse labeled in blue on the left. Once this correction wraps up and the next impulse begins, it's showtime again. Here's a look at the chart, and sure enough, that was posted not too long ago here. And all the way back up to $2.26, and as we know now, we've moved all the way up to $2.40. So we are moving back up. Credible Crypto seeing the same opportunity that we see. Cryptos, huge shout out to Cryptos for this TA. Looking a lot like the setup we saw a couple years ago. Price squeezing in between prior bull market highs, looking ready for a big move to the upside. And he actually gives credit to Crypto Danovic. Okay, so Crypto Danovic for finding this one. And this is why I like to look at what other people are finding, because people find different indicators. You know, people find things like this. Take a look at this chart. So this is the exact moment when we were halfway through the 2017 fractal, and we still had a long ways to go during that bull run for XRP. But it's when it initially broke out and it ran up to the 2013 high and then dropped back down to the 2014 high before continuing this bull run. Now, what XRP just did is we broke up to nearly the 2017 high, right? We went up to 290, just shy of our 2017 high. And then we came right back down to the 2021 high, which was $2, right around that $1.90 region. So XRP is following that 2017 fractal nearly exactly. Like, there's so many similarities between this 2017 fractal and the one that we're watching right now. And this is why I like looking to see what's out there, especially during moments like this, when you can pick up the patterns and it's actually worth paying attention to. We're not just buying an asset that's fluctuating, you know, between a range of 5 or 10 cents on a monthly basis, which is what XRP was doing for the past couple years. I mean, relatively speaking, right? But now XRP is moving. We are well into this bull run. And when we look across the board at all of these folks, what are they seeing? Common threads that we can all agree on. There's a massive opportunity on XRP. Is it the cleanest chart? Is it the best chart? Is it the best opportunity? Are you going to get bigger gains on some meme coins? Yes, absolutely. But where can you invest with conviction? On red days, on green days, whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling bad, where can you put your money and know with conviction that you got to play that you can expect a considerable return coming up here shortly? XRP's there. That's the common sentiment across the board. And remember, it's taken a lot for some of these guys to come around to getting bullish on XRP. It's been a bitter pill for them to swallow. They had to swallow some of their pride and admit that, yeah, it's time for me to go long XRP. So you got Crypto, you got the Moon Carl, and it's still all a joke to these guys. Still completely it's just fun and games. Even though they're betting millions of dollars, these guys are big shots, right? And they're making their big bets. But it's all a joke, even though they're making a boatload of money on XRP. And if you notice too, like Crypto, he took profit on his XRP leverage trade, but he still has his spot position. So he still has a bag of XRP, but he was leverage trading as well, which that's what we like to see, is somebody who has their bag stacked and they can comfortably take some money to the casino. Now, whether the casino to you is going long XRP or gambling on Fartcoin, you're going to have to ask the same God for forgiveness for committing your sins. So it doesn't really matter. The point being, you see the common thread across the board. People are starting to admit it. They can no longer ignore it. And now they have to admit it, even 60 freaking minutes. And they tried to spin that one and put a little hit piece on Brad and Ripple and XRP, and they left a lot out. I mean, if I could describe that interview in one word, it would be omission, because it was a 60-minute segment of omitting the facts, right? Leaving out the fact that XRP was ruled not to be a security, leaving out Brad's opportunity to explain the real-world utility that XRP had, and allowing the SEC shill John Reed Stark to come out and spew those bold-faced lies. But did we expect anything less from mainstream media? And they wonder why they're getting replaced here. Now, I do want to get to Q&A. I think I had one more thing that I wanted to show you guys, but I see we had a super chat here from Georgia Home Investor, 20 spot. Go Papa, you were the colonel in the army. Now you're sitting on the rocking chair with a glass of iced tea on the wraparound porch telling the family stories of how it used to be before XRP saved the world. LOL, go Zach. That day is a-coming. That day is a-coming. And that's what it is about for me too, is it's not going to be Lambo time. It's going to be a nice piece of land, a nice piece of dirt, some more businesses, some more real estate. Yep, we're going to get some real world assets. You bet. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing so. And, just like with many of you guys, this journey, it feels like we've come so far, but especially for me, I know I talk with, some of these other guys, and, they know they're not going to be in this game of media and content on a daily basis forever. Right. But for me, I feel like we still just have so much left to do. Right. I just turned 30 years old this year. We still have a long ways to go with the direction that we're moving. XRP is just one part of our story, and it might end up being the best part, right? It might be the best part. It might be what put us on the map, but we're definitely not going to be done with our work. But Georgia Home Investor, I want to say thank you. You've always been a great supporter of the show. And thank you to everyone else, too, for the super chats here. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like this video. And let's get into our Q&A. Did I have anything else? Let me double check this. Here's our heat map on the order books while we go into Q&A. This is on the 1 hour, volume down a little bit. So it's cooling off from a volume perspective slightly. But if we look on the inflows, this is the spot inflows on Coinbase, 5 million, Bitstamp, 2.57. Let me refresh this too, just to make sure we're good. Yep. 1.9 million on Kraken, and we are getting little outflows on Bybit and Binance, but still, by and large, inflows coming in on XRP. What I'm looking at here, this is the XRP spot inflow-outflow chart, and so we've just put this into the net flow. So I'm on the 5-minute chart, so every 5 minutes I get a tally of what the net flow is. So in the last 5 minutes here, our inflow of 1.61 million occurred. We go back here a little bit and you can see about 15 minutes ago, we had an outflow of 778,000 in that 5-minute window. Now, what you see is we go back here to when the news was announced that RLUSD was going live, and what you see is on the spot inflows, we have 15 million basically. So right before that, we were at 9 million, 14, basically 15 million. What do we have after that? 6 million, 3.6 million, and another 3 million before we finally got an outflow of 6.7. So basically XRP ran there for, 20, 25 minutes straight of inflows. And I think those tallies, that's got to be well over 30 million total before we finally got an outflow of 6 million. And then once again, pick back up. So what this is doing is this is showing us the order books, inflows and outflows on XRP in US dollar terms. So this gives us a really good idea about, kind of what's happening, the flow of money coming in and out of XRP. So that's looking good. I want to zoom in here on my chart for XRP. Where are we at? Yeah, and so you can see that, you know, here's my XRP chart, right? So, you know, ran up 126%, correction of 34.5, completely normal, completely healthy. Back here last week, I talked about us breaking out, and that's because we did, right? That this was a breakout. We were chugging right along, but then, you know, we got broken down, I should say, and taken back down here and cleared out. But this was very healthy. And if I extend this trend line down here, you would see that we're still well within that range, you know, and still that corrective wave. That's what this is. This is a corrective wave that really started back here. It's continuing on right here, but it looks like we may be well on our way to breaking out once again. XRP on the hourly chart right now. So didn't last long, that dip to $1.90, and we're back off to the races once again. Mel says you rocked it there, my boy Zach. XRP will hit $30 March 8, 2025. Mel. You know what's going to be so funny is these guys are going to just lose their minds. Even I was just looking at it today. For XRP to flip Ethereum, it only has to do like $7. XRP only has to go to $7 or $8 to flip Ethereum. And when that happens, these guys are going to lose their minds. All the market cap bros, all these guys, they're not even going to know what to do with themselves. And the crazy part is that, you know, if we follow the 2017 fractal and we push towards 20 or $30 this bull run, I mean, these guys are going to be done. These guys will be done. So, how's everybody doing? Let's go rapid fire Q&A. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. If you're new here, make sure you guys have to hit that subscription notification bell. Greatly appreciate you for supporting the show. Merch page, still working out a couple kinks, but the merch page should be going live within the next 24 hours. My apologies that it's not live. This merch is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got some new merch on the way, new designs, a lot of fun, a lot of memes, a lot of making it great again, a lot of XRP family. Working with, we got some hats coming in too. We're going to do beanies. We're going to do hats. XRP family merch coming in. Yeah, make it healthy again. A lot of fun stuff on the way, but we're working a couple things out, but we should be live in the next 24 hours. Other than that, I just want to plug my affiliates, guys, all of my community resources. This is how you guys support the channel, by using the community resources for exchanges, for wallets, for precious metals. Greatly appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Let's go Q&A. Brad on Joe Rogan, make it happen. We would love to see Brad on Joe Rogan. That would be fantastic. Brad on Joe Rogan would be incredible. Here's Vet explaining RLUSD and XRP, how they work together and the differences. Most notably, XRP is neutral and has no counterparty. RLUSD has a counterparty, which is Ripple. And if you're asking me, I trust Ripple a lot more than I trust Circle or Tether. And that's why RLUSD will be my preferred stablecoin when it does become available. Is it complementary? Absolutely. XRP can bridge liquidity between RLUSD and other tokens. Its neutral nature reduces counterparty risk for market makers. And as Mayuka points out, they both now have legal clarity. So XRP has legal clarity and RLUSD has legal clarity. Does anybody else have that type of legal clarity? No. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a couple other stablecoins. I don't want to speak too soon. There's a couple other stablecoins that I thought maybe had approval by the New York Department of Financial Services. Maybe. I'm going to have to fact check myself on that. If anybody else has the answer to that, comment it down below. But as far as I'm concerned, the 1-2 punch of XRP and RLUSD with legal clarity, Bitcoin and Tether don't have that. Ethereum and Tether don't have that. Circle doesn't have that, as far as I know. Oh, goodness gracious. Duel says, Zach, you are getting a big kiss from me in Vegas this year. No hug. You guys are wild. You guys are absolutely wild. Zach, what are your thoughts on Velo and DEG? Velo's an interesting project. I'm watching these stellar projects. Haven't seen enough to really move on them with conviction, but I threw some money at Stronghold, SHX, and I haven't thrown anything at Velo yet, but I will be taking a closer look at it. As far as DEG, it was already kind of hyped up during the last bull run. I don't think that there was really a usage of the token involved with their consulting on DOD. And as far as I'm concerned, I've never been able to find any usage of their token in any institutional setting. So I haven't been a buyer of DEG, but that's not to say that it won't still run. But I have not bought into either one of those. Do I have any bear? I do not have any bear. I only have a couple meme coins right now on the XRP ledger. I have Xtardio. I have Rug. I got rugged on that one. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you can't, like, I talked about how I made some good money in XRP on flipping the memes, and that was fun. But I also got smacked on a couple of these, like, and I deserve it. I got rugged on Rug, a token that said it wasn't going to rug, right? It's just so silly. So I bought Rug and got rugged. I bought Gov Tractors. I love that meme. Got wrecked on that project, but I love the memes. And then I still hold my bag of Xtardio. And I bought into that meme just based off the community. I haven't bought Bear, even though I really, like, I kind of want to, just out of respect for that meme because it's such a good meme. Maybe gonna have some Bear merch on the way. The Bear may be featured on some upcoming merch. As far as buying the token, I haven't bought it yet, and I don't really. I've been kind of debating on whether or not to go back into the memes because I'm sitting with a bag of XRP over there, like, kind of getting the itch, but it's not the same environment that it was the first 3 weeks. That's when I made all my money on the memes, and then I've been taking a break for the last 2 weeks on the memes. Can you explain what the XRP ledger is? Yeah, it's a blockchain, and it moves value. You have issued assets on it, and then XRP is the native asset, the neutral bridge currency of the ledger. Should I invest in Hawk2A coins? John, I think you know the answer to that. You get what you deserve. Like me, when I bought a token that went by the ticker rugged, or rug, I think it was rug, and it said it wasn't going to get rugged, and it rugged me. It wasn't actually a full rug, but might as well have been. When do the banks in Japan start using it? So SBI already is. R3 already has started to integrate XRP, was into Court of Settler back in 2018. And what's going to happen too is that at that, the World Expo, something that's taking place there in Japan, they're going to issue NFTs, like access badges, NFTs or something like that, on the XRP ledger there as well too. So, yeah, they're already live in Japan. We're just going to see probably more liquidity start flowing on the XRP ledger from Japan. I would imagine here soon. I mean, really, Japan needs it. If you look at what's been happening with the Japan carry trade and the liquidity crisis that they're facing, they're also facing strong inflation over there too. So their people need to get away from their dollar, and they need a store of value, but they also need to move in and out of other currencies too. So an asset and the setup that is happening on the XRP ledger is perfect for a situation like that. Not just for the banks moving money around, but for people that are trying to escape the inflation in their currency, but still have good access and liquidity to be able to send money around too. So XRP is already live in Japan with some banks, more on the way. Crypto Apex 20 spot, buy bear with these $20. Crypto Apex, you guys in the memes, man. I love the hustle, man. I have so much respect for what these degens have done. They came from Solana. I'm not going to judge them for their past. I'll let them take it up with the creator. I'm not going to judge them for the sins that they committed over on Solana. I'm going to allow them to be reborn over here in the XRP ledger. And I just love the hustle, man. These degens have been running spaces for like 50 days straight, nonstop, every day. And markets going up, going down. These guys are pumping it. And I appreciate that hustle. And so, Crypto Apex, you have my word. I will buy the bear token. I will buy the bear token. I will do it. I will do it. Just because the bear community is strong and because I like the meme. I like the fact that we got the bears and the riddles and the cartoons. That's what makes our story the best in crypto. That's part of what makes our story the best. Not only do we have the riddles, we also have the lawsuit and us overcoming that whole battle, right? Like everything about this is the best story in crypto by far. It's not even close. It's not even close. Where do you buy RLUSD? It's not live yet. Not live yet. As soon as it goes live, Ripple will let us know. So yeah, TB, thank you for the super chat. Crypto Apex, you got my word. Love you too. Thank you. Prove you are wearing pants, Zach. I guess TikTok can't really see either. I am wearing jeans. I'm not doing the Kevin O'Leary where I wear my shirt up top and and many of you guys probably at home while you're on Zoom calls with boxers on. Now, I will say that during the summertime, I definitely wear a pair of shorts when I live stream because I get myself excited. I get rocking and rolling. I get sweating. So during the summertime, yeah, I run the AC. I just stopped running my AC a couple weeks ago. I think I ran it. We got back up and yeah, I got to keep my office cool. Got to keep it cool because it gets a little hot in here. But yes, I do have some jeans on right now. Full disclosure, I am wearing jeans. Do a high kick. I'm not flexible like that, especially now. I mean, golly, I'm out of shape. I got to stretch out over here too, because I get standing here. I wanted to switch it up. So we got the Christmas background and then I switched to the stand-up setup here. I should use this stand-up desk more. Now I've pretty much just locked it up here in the stand-up position. So yeah, I wanted to switch it up for you guys. It's cold here in Wisconsin. Zach, do you golf? I'd rather be someplace warm. Brother Broski, you guys are crazy out there in Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Way too cold. Way too cold. I got family in Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin. Beautiful, beautiful area. So, yep. I guess I'm buying the bear token. That's not financial advice. That's not an endorsement. I promise I'm not sponsored by the bear token. Watch, somebody's gonna record that clip. They're gonna say, "Oh, Zach's a shill now. Zach's a shill." Freezing up in Montreal? I bet. Yeah. Guys, watch out because there's a lot of scams going around. A lot of people are creating the RLUSD token, and those are all scams so far. There are official pages, I think, that have been created on like XP Market, and some of the exchanges will maybe start to show it available. not maybe not available for trading yet, but they'll have it listed somewhere. So watch for that closely. You'll know. And by the way, there's no rush. Everybody needs to calm down. This is a stable coin. It's funny. Even David talked about this. There may be a brief moment in time where it actually does depeg and actually goes up higher than $1 when it first gets released. I don't want to make people try to FOMO in even harder into buying it. But David was explaining actually how, because there's going to be so much demand and people wanting to buy it, that it could potentially depeg, to the high side, and it actually could trade at a premium on the XRP Ledger DEX and certain platforms. So that could be very interesting to watch. But that could be pretty interesting to watch. But this is a stable coin. It's a tool meant to be used. I'm looking forward to potentially using it to cash out when I take profits on XRP this bull run, instead of cashing out into USDC or Tether or even into US dollars. I'll just roll that XRP into RLUSD. And then depending on some of these exchanges, I believe we may even be able to get that yield going on that stable coin as well too. 4 or 5% is probably to be expected, as long as bond yields hold at this rate and they're backed by short-term T-bills that are paying these, 4 and 5% interest. That should be able to be passed on to us. So I understand why people would want RLUSD for that, to be able to put your assets to work and receive 4 or 5% on your RLUSD. But that's the only part of that that's going to be an investment. Other than that, it will just be a tool for us to use. And I think it's going to be an incredible tool for bringing and onboarding and off-ramping institutions. This allows them to come in with ease, and Ripple's going to hold their hand throughout the whole process. Please give us your thoughts and predictions on Flare. Justin, thank you again. My apologies. I actually saw that you had given me a super chat earlier, Justin. Thank you for that. I'm very bullish on Flare. I'm frustrated with Flare, but just because I'm frustrated with the project doesn't mean I'm not bullish, and doesn't mean that I don't hold it. I mean, shoot, I was frustrated with XRP, right? So I'm frustrated with Flare. I wish the F assets were already delivered, but F assets are supposed to be here soon. It's just, there's really good upside. Like, even the potential for Flare to just run to 10 or 20 cents. And I know some of you guys are probably like, well, Flare's going to run a lot higher than that. It could. But the opportunity that I'm looking at on Flare is you can triple up this thing, buying it at 2.5, 3 cents, and just riding it up to 10 cents, or even riding it up to 20 cents and just getting a 10 bagger. As far as high side targets on Flare, it's hard to do because the token is new, and the IOUs that were released on Flare before Flare went live, some of you guys probably don't know this background, so let me just briefly explain. Before Flare went live on mainnet, there were IOUs for Flare that were trading on Bitstamp and other platforms, basically in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. And so these IOUs were trading at very high prices. I forget how high the IOUs on Flare went. Can somebody remind us in the comments how high the IOUs on Flare actually went? But once the token went live, it was down under 10 cents. And it basically just immediately fell down below 10 cents and has been trading around, 2 cents, between 2 and 5 cents for most of this bull run. And so that's why my targets on Flare are not even $1 Flare. I mean, I'm not ruling that out. It's definitely something that could be potentially there. But right now, I'm just looking at the conservative return that you could get on Flare, and it's a very good opportunity. Those are the opportunities that I'm looking at right now. Where can I buy a coin now and it still has a very good chance of doing a 5 bagger for me? That's what I'm looking at. I want 500% returns, with conviction. What can I invest in now with conviction that it can 5x, potentially even upwards of 10x? And I'm not looking for opportunities even bigger than that. Now, if I find a coin and I say, wow, this coin could go 30x, then okay, but I'm not out seeking out 30x returns. In the traditional finance world, they would it's crazy to even be talking about seeking out a 5x. But, this is crypto. This is different. This is the best opportunity this is the best game in town. It's not even close. Especially for folks that are working with smaller amounts of capital, it's the best game in town by far. So, Justin, I hope that answers your question as far as how I feel about Flare. So, Justin, thank you for the super chats there. Really do appreciate that. Join the Bear Discord. I spend too much time working on my own Discord, so I really don't join anybody else's Discords. I'm not in any others. I think I'm in like the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain Discord, and I don't even know why. I just wanted to see what they were talking about in there, but I never even really looked in there that much. So I don't really join in other Discords because I'm just too busy with my group and my content. So I wish I had more time to get the alpha from some other Discord groups, but unfortunately I don't. Gage Hoffman, now use this and buy more Bear. Oh my goodness, here we go. We got the Bear. I swear I'm not sponsored by Bear. We just have some folks, some crazy Bear community members in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We got Flippy the Switch in the chat over here on TikTok. I got to meet Flippy the Switch in person. The real Flippy. Where can I buy Bear? It's on the XRP Ledger. So you go to First Ledger, or you could go to a platform like Magnetic. There's other platforms as well, but those are just a couple options if you want to buy Bear on the XRP Ledger. Is XRP quantum secure? That's a good question, actually. David Schwartz talked about working on making the XRP Ledger quantum resistance years ago. I don't know where they're at in that process. I was actually thinking about that the other day with the new Google quantum computer, because I remember at the time David saying, that they were working on making the ledger quantum resistant. The nice thing about the XRP Ledger is that the supply is already there, so there's no way to like jack the supply or do anything like that. There's no way to do anything like that. Whereas with Bitcoin, you absolutely could. The thing to remember, though, is that if you did take over the Bitcoin network with your quantum computers, yes, you could take all the you could mine all the new Bitcoin, right? You'd be able to have all of the hash power, so you'd be able to get all the new Bitcoin. But in that process, you would probably nuke the price of Bitcoin. So, I don't like to speculate too much on how that could play out. I just like to know that David Schwartz told us years ago that they're working on making XRP Ledger quantum resistant. And from my understanding, from a lot of the engineers who explain this, basically once the quantum computers are there, then we're basically when quantum computers is a common thing for everybody to run, then these systems just move to the same or similar quantum computers. So basically everybody will be brought up to that standard. And as the way that the XRP Ledger works is that you still need 80% consensus. And so there's no way to front run. There's no angle really for anybody with a quantum computer to do anything on the XRP Ledger, right? Because even if they became a validator, okay, what are you going to do? You're going to settle the transaction faster than 3 seconds. So you give yourself an extra 2.5 seconds to front run. There's nothing to accomplish with the quantum computer on the XRP Ledger, from my understanding. Tokens are already created. Still need 80% consensus to vote on the validation process. There's nothing to do. So in that regard, I would say that XRP is quantum resistant. I mean, the supply of XRP is quantum resistant. There's no way to crack that. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to crack. All of the tokens are already created and distributed. Now, maybe could a quantum computer, I don't even think that the quantum computer could get at the escrow. I mean, we're just throwing out crazy hypotheticals at this point, but I worry about other blockchains. I worry about proof of stake. That probably is secure because you have to have a certain level of consensus amongst the validators there. But with Bitcoin and the creation of new Bitcoin, you definitely have the opportunity to front run. You definitely have the opportunity to take all the supply and the newly mined Bitcoin. So there's some vulnerabilities for Bitcoin for sure. For sure. Zach, do you think right now is a good time to leverage trade? I would consider, using leverage trading as a hedge. I would be looking at how do I go short Bitcoin when it gets over leveraged again. Like, I'm already expressing my bullishness and how I feel about this market by being very long on all of these assets, right? So if I'm in a leverage trade, I would look at leverage trading right now in the potential to hedge to downside protection. Meaning I would look, when Bitcoin went above 100,000 here recently, I was sounding the alarm saying that the order book was thin. There's not many buyers of Bitcoin above 99,000. And so Bitcoin went up to 104,000 and then it got cleared out to 90,000. So that's an opportunity where I would have been going short on Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not trying to speak in past tense like I would have done something for sure. I'm just saying I don't have the ability to leverage trade right now. No exchange will work with me. And I don't leverage trade on non-KYC exchanges because I'm worried about them taking my money. And I'm worried about platforms like MargX that can't handle the pump and are crashing and shutting down XRP margin trading. So when margin trading and futures trading comes available again for me, I probably will take advantage of that. But what I did in the past with a lot of success was short Bitcoin. And that allowed me to stay hedged. When the market was coming down, I was still making money. So if I was going to leverage trade right now, that's all I would consider. I would not be going long XRP. I would not be going long anything. To me, I've had more success in, calling out when we're about to correct or when the top's coming in. I've had more success in that than going long XRP. Every time I went long XRP, I got wrecked. When I did futures trading, when I played around with XRP, I would get wrecked. And I would never short XRP because I just, out of principle, I didn't want to do that. So I gave up trading XRP on leverage, and then I just started shorting Bitcoin exclusively. And I would just wait to snipe the tops when we got overexcited. So that's me, though. You're completely different. It's very dangerous right now, though, because there's just massive volatility coming in. And so I would use very little leverage and I would not get greedy. And these exchanges are already having issues. And so, that's why you don't want to try to get too greedy with your plays. Zach, I love how you don't have heavy-handed mods and deal with the bear crew yourself. I think you are secretly a true bear. The bear community loves you. Thank you. Yes. Shout out to our mods. I tell them, if it's explicit, if it's really bad, if it's just unreasonable, get rid of it. But, we got to let the haters come on in as long as the haters are max engaging. As long as the trolls are max engaging respectively, they can smash the thumbs down. I'm fine with that. I just ask that they also leave a comment telling us how much they don't like me. Please just max engage in the process. When are the t-shirts dropping? They are so... We're making a couple tweaks to the website, and then the merch will be live here soon. I was so ready to drop it today, and I thought that we had it all ready to go, but we found a couple things, and I'm glad that we caught these things before we went live with the website, but I know everybody's super excited. These are going to fly off the shelves. I know they will. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not shipping. So when we get started, we are just going to do the United States, and I'm in the process of adding Canada right now. So US and Canada, we will have, we're working out worldwide shipping right now as well too. But definitely looking to add Canada ASAP. And then I want to be able to do Australia because I know we have a bunch of crazy Aussies in the chat. We love our Australians. And I'd like to be able to do worldwide. It's just a matter of shipping. True Chad-like vibes. I kind of am a Chad if I'm being honest. What will XRP do this month? I think the number will go up. I think the number goes up a little bit more. Shannon says I better get Canada free shipping. Yeah, Shannon, I want to get the Canadians covered here ASAP. Yep. Ship to Alaska? Yep. Yep, we are doing the US to get started right away. Absolutely. Absolutely. I haven't figured out at a certain price point we'll probably do free shipping. I don't know what that'll be yet. But if you buy a certain amount, we'll probably just do free shipping, or just stick to the standard flat rate that we're doing right now, and then not charge you any additional. So that's probably the plan on that. How do I get on the XRP ledger? So let's see, the best tool to get on the XRP ledger is probably going to be Zaman wallets, where I would get started right away, because you can use that wallet to interact with the XRP ledger directly. And then from there, the best platform right now is probably Magnetic. And then if you want to play around with the memes, I would just go straight to First Ledger. You know, if you're not looking to do, you know, buy and sell orders, limit orders, if you're not looking to do any of that, you just want to buy and trade the memes, just go directly to First Ledger. That's going to be your spot. But other than that, getting started on the XRP ledger, the Zaman wallet is the best wallet, and it allows you to directly work with the XRP ledger right from your wallet, right from the app. So you're completely decentralized. I mean, this is where the term "be your own bank" comes from. We are living it now on the XRP ledger, and it's only going to get better from here as we get these additional amendments that are coming as well. How old am I? I'm 30. Just turned 30 in September. What do you think Elon would say if you asked him about XRP? I think that well, the question is would he admit whether or not he has XRP? I think that he would be bullish on XRP. I think that he would have some nice things to say about XRP. Yeah, I do. Now, would he admit that he owns XRP? That's the real question. Do you have to be accredited to buy RLUSD? No, they're going to make it available on the exchanges for you. So you won't need to be accredited to buy it from the exchanges. You will need to be an institution to buy it directly from Ripple. Absolutely. Zach, I missed which wallet for XRP. It's the Zaman wallet. X-A-M-A-N. X-A-M-A-N. Zaman. Probably could have picked a better name for the wallet, but it is what it is. Axide, thank you for the 2 spot, brother. Good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. All the familiar faces in the chat here today. The AI video scammers are out in full force. I know. They're probably running ads on my video right now, which is unfortunate. No one's going to send you crypto for free. I'm not going to reach out to trade for you, to do anything. Watch out for the scammers, impersonators. Ripple's not going to send you money. Brad's not going to send you money. I'm not going to send you money. I'm not going to trade for you. I don't have a bot to sell you. I don't have signals to sell you. That's it. I will not message you. The only place that you can message me at is in my Discord or Patreon group. It's the only place. Mark Shepard, thank you for the 5 spot. Euro dollar, appreciate that. Thanks for your knowledge. You've kept me grounded and all. What is that? Okay. Grounded and all is looking good. Zach, cheers from the UK. Mark, it is looking fantastic, isn't it? Let's get a price check here on XRP. We're about to blast through 10,000 people in the chat between YouTube and X. Have you max engaged? Have you liked the video? Have you shared it out far and wide? TikTok, can you tap it? Can you tap it for me? And smack it and share it out far and wide. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. $2.35 right now for XRP. Beautiful setup. We just actually shot back up to $2.40 here. I just seen that. Okay. Let's zoom in here on the 15-minute chart, get some perspective. Yeah. While I was rambling here, that's what happens. We get ranting and raving. We missed the XRP pump to $2.40 again. So we went and tested 240 again. This is good. Looks like we're going to range between 230 and 240 right now. Fantastic level to be at. Absolutely fantastic. Would I be interested in buying Zach Rector.xrp? That's a good domain. I've bought in a few domains from Unstoppable Domains, and I'm kind of waiting to see. You know, I'm just kind of holding on to those. We'll see what kind of comes of those. I know people that have hundreds of the Unstoppable Domains. Like, they've invested thousands of dollars into the domains, and they could be worth a lot. I mean, all it takes is one domain, and you can make some serious money on those domains. From Scotland, thanks for engaging with the bears. You've been really cool. Goat, appreciate you. Goat's another token too that I was looking at. Yep. I'm also kicking myself because I should have been on it. I looked it up yesterday to see if somebody launched a token locked in, and they did. There was a couple tokens, and I'm going to look it up right now because I was like, man, this is such a good meme. I was like, if somebody hasn't launched this token, I won't launch a token. Like, I'm not going to, but I really want to. Like, I really want to launch quite a few tokens, because to me, this is the memes, not even to make money, just to celebrate these moments. The locked in moment with Brad Garlinghouse, right? Like, that's a positive moment. Do I want to launch another fart coin? No. I don't want to launch another fart coin, but I think that we should celebrate these moments. You know, it's the good stuff. Oh, that's what it was. It was lock in. Lock in. Yeah, here it is. It's at a 392,000 market cap right now. Taking a look here at the 4-hour chart. So you can see this coin, it's only about a day and a half old. So they got on this one pretty quick, and they did run it up significantly. Basically, I saw it after it had already come back down about halfway here, and it was at a $400,000 market. Shoot, it might have even been at a $600,000 market cap. So they probably ran this sucker dang near up to $1 million market cap before it did come back down. 389,000 right now. Only 40,000 in liquidity, but that's pretty good market cap to liquidity ratio. I mean, it just moved up right now. Somebody just bought 100 XRP, where somebody just bought another 75 XRP. You degens in the chat are probably going to run over there and buy that token. I'm not telling you to do that. Not financial advice, not an endorsement, not a sponsorship. Just pointing out a funny meme. But yeah, so somebody did already jump on that one, but there's been some good ones that have come along so far. Legacy Rider, thank you for the 20 spot. Luxury Miami condos, yachts, and friends around the globe. Let's go. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I need to go down to Florida. That's on my list for the next year, is to go visit some of the family down in Florida. Really looking to, I've never been to the East Coast. I've been out to the Midwest, Texas, Missouri, all the way up to Wisconsin, but even into Ohio. But that's as far east as I've gone. I've never gone to the East Coast. So it's on my list, definitely down to Florida. I will be coming there. And yeah, as far as the condos and the yachts and the boats and that stuff, yeah. We're going to need some connections. We're going to need some connections, aren't we? I'm not buying the boat, but I know you guys are. I know some of you guys are. So That's why I'm going to become friends with you. Well, we already are friends. We already are XRP family, right? But I'm going to let you guys buy the private plane and the boats, and then I'll come hang out with you guys. Legacy Writer, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Vision Quest with the Canadian 10 spot. Appreciate that. We chatted last night for a few minutes in regards to daily trading. I'm still not wanting to go to. I just wanted to reach out and thank you for your insight. Very much appreciated. Vision Quest, you are talking to a scammer, my friend. Unless, where were we talking? Because please be careful. Please be very careful. The only place that I talk about trading is in my Discord group, in my trading channel. I'm coming to Cape Canaveral, Mel. I'm coming to see you. I wish I could come see you at your summit. Come hang out with the crazy quantum community. But I am coming down there. Vision Quest, I'm very curious. Just want to make sure that you're not talking to an impersonator or a scammer. Please be careful out there. Bobby T says, I'm not buying no boats after losing all my XRP in the last boating accident. You reached out through X. Vision Quest, let's see. That wasn't me. Vision Quest. I don't reach out. I don't reach out on X. I don't reach out on X. So just double check. Don't send any money to that person if they're asking for money or talking about trading. That's not me. Zach, do I have XLM? I don't know. Or do you have XLM? I do have XLM. Yes. XLM is my number 2. Yeah, I was confused because somebody did message me yesterday and they'd asked me about trading on Uphold, and they were asking about they were asking about Uphold, and so I did respond to one message. But yeah, guys, the only place to get in touch with me is ZachRector.com in the Patreon and Discord group. Vision Quest, what's your real name? What's your name on Twitter? Any ballpark idea of when RLUSD will drop? So it's ready to go live at any moment now. We could go live at any moment now with RLUSD. We just got approval from the New York Department of Financial Services. So now XRP and RLUSD are really the only 2 assets with legal clarity to the level at which they've just received it. Did Coinbase get rid of USDT to make room for RLUSD? No. I'm pretty sure that Tether's still available there. Yeah, Tether should be still available. Can you explain RLUSD? It's just a stablecoin issued on the XRP ledger and on Ethereum. But it's going to be very important for our ecosystem because we've been missing a legitimate issuer of stablecoins on the XRP ledger. So is Coinbase delisting Tether just in Europe or on the US exchange as well? How do you think inflation will impact crypto or price tomorrow? I think that we already saw some volatility in the markets coming in. Let me take a look. What are we at right now? 4 o'clock on the West Coast. So the markets are closed up for the day. Let's take a look at our let's take a look at our stock market. I'm just going to go to the daily chart. Okay, and then I'm just going to go to my watch list here, and let's go take a look here. Let's look at this since the election. Since the election, the Dow is up pretty good, but it has been moving back down. So yeah, we've already been getting a sell-off here on the Dow. The NASDAQ also came down today. S&P 500, same thing. So yeah, we're getting a sell-off here. We got a sell-off today. Inflation data does come out tomorrow, and I don't really know what the concern is. Let me pull up MarketWatch and Bloomberg. Traders are pretty sure of a Fed rate cut. What happens if inflation data is too hot? So, okay, so we're getting a sell-off. What happens if the data is too hot? Then we couldn't get a rate cut. As I said earlier, we actually should be getting interest rates raised. I know nobody wants that, but if we actually wanted to fight inflation, that's what we would do. I mean, if we really were going to fight inflation, we would just get rid of the Federal Reserve completely, issue new US dollar treasury notes, and get rid of the Fed, but that's another conversation. How will RLUSD affect XRP? So it's going to bring more liquidity into the XRP Ledger ecosystem. I believe that it will be supplemental or complementary to XRP from a price standpoint and from an XRP Ledger perspective of just having more liquidity and access and on-ramp and off-ramp ability in the XRP Ledger ecosystem. It's going to be very, very crucial. The same way that Tether's pumped up Bitcoin, I think that RLUSD will be supplemental to XRP. I hesitate to say the RLUSD is going to pump XRP like Tether pumped Bitcoin, because that was really, the manipulation there. I don't like to compare the manipulation in Tether and Bitcoin to what RLUSD and XRP are going to do, but it is a fact that we got the RLUSD announcement today and we pumped 25% right away. So you're already seeing that relationship at work. That supplemental relationship, that complementary relationship between RLUSD and XRP, you're already seeing it. Flippy, hey man, I'll be around at DC Blockchain Summit at XRP Las Vegas. Hope to see you at both. Thanks for all you do for the XRP Ledger, Zach. Flippy, appreciate the super chat. Thank you for all that you do for the XRP Ledger. Like introducing a good meme, Flippy the Switch, like that one. Like that one a lot. And is it, so the DC Blockchain Summit, are you talking about, is that what's in Vegas? I thought it was the Bitcoin conference. Or are you talking about something else? As far as I was aware, the Bitcoin conference, 2024 Bitcoin conference, was in Vegas, and it is, what is it? Must be May 27th through the 29th. It's like 3 days, and then XRP Las Vegas is the 30th and the 31st. Thank you for the cap, Woody. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. I appreciate that. Mel's going to run up a $30 XRP celebration in Cape Canaveral for March 8th Quantum Summit. Get your tickets. Get down there to Cape Canaveral with our good friend Mel. $30 XRP celebration. I would say take it to the bank, but we already are our own bank, aren't we? Bitcoin conference followed by the XRP conference. That's right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's going to be big. I'm debating on whether or not I want to go. Oh, Okay, Vision Quest, thank you for the 10 spot again. I'm glad that we got this clarity. Jack Ham, you are not the person that I had. I messaged one person yesterday that had reached out with something in particular, and I was trying to prevent them from getting in trouble, but that was not you, Jack. So we were not messaging yesterday. That was an impersonator. I only have one Twitter account. Zach Rector 7 is the handle. It's verified. There's a blue check mark. And just know that I don't reach out to talk about trading with anybody. I don't reach out to anybody to talk about anything because of so many impersonators. I've had to just cut back to say, hey, if you want to reach out, Discord group, Patreon, the only places. Or you can send me an email through my website, zachrector.com. And if I don't see it, someone on the team will, and we'll get your message. Please stay safe and watch out there. Watch out. I'm glad that we got in touch with you, Vision Quest, before you got scammed. Got way too many bad stories about that. The Rational, what is that? The Rational Trucker. Thank you for the 5 spot, Rational Trucker. What's your opinion on Hoskinson playing nice with Ripple? Now he wants them to issue RLUSD on ADA. I think that Charles is covering his tracks for his participation and cover up of what took place with Ethereum and the Ethereum Foundation. I think that he wants to maximize Cardano and their ecosystem. And so, like many right now, they're trying to build a bridge to XRP because they see what we got going on, the power of our community, the power of Ripple. And so kind of everybody's trying to get on board right now, and everybody's trying to build a bridge. And everybody's trying to find a way that our ecosystems can benefit from each other. If I'm being honest with you, I don't really know what we need from Cardano other than we could have access to another smart contract platform. And right now, we got a hub and spoke model for the XRP ecosystem where the XRP ledger is the main hub of liquidity. And then the different spokes that we got is not sologenic. What am I thinking of? Evernode, Zahao, all these other blockchains, Flare, all these smart contract ecosystems are the spokes. We got the hub and spoke model, XRP ledger for liquidity, all these bridges to other blockchains for smart contracts. So I guess more the merrier. And I guess if we got tapped into Cardano, you know, there would be something there, I'm sure, for both of us to benefit from. But as far as Charles, my disappointment is just he knew what we were saying was true in regards to the ETHgate story and the corruption over there and the corruption at the SEC. He had all the receipts. He knew exactly what we were talking about, and he could have vindicated us, and he could have brought receipts forward to help us make our case, but he didn't. So that's why it's difficult for me to want to be friendly. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a good. Thank you for the super chat. It is interesting to watch, and I respected Charles, and I still respect Charles. I respected him a lot more before this, but I always liked Charles a lot. I used to listen to his live streams. I found them pretty fascinating. He's a genius, and he's a good American. I agree with him on a lot. We're both libertarian. Yeah, so I wish we could be friends. Vision Quest, that's where you go. He didn't have the check mark. He did not have the website, and he only had 971 followers. So that's why you got to verify. I got the check mark. I just hit 50,000 on X, as a matter of fact. So thank you for all the support, guys. You guys have been really helping the channel grow. We just passed through big numbers on YouTube, 95,000, on our way to 100,000 here soon. We just hit 50,000 on Twitter, and then we just broke above 330,000 on TikTok. So the community is growing rapidly, and that's why I'm trying to get out here and get in front, help as many. I mean, really, the mission right now for me is to help get as many new people onboarded safely into cryptocurrency. Are you going to get as big of gains on XRP as we are? No. It's not going to happen. but you can still get in, you can still participate, and there still is plenty of other opportunities out there. It's not just XRP. So right now, I'm trying to onboard as many people as possible. And I just want to say thank you for all of your guys' support on these various platforms. TikTok, X, YouTube. These are the main 3 platforms that we're pushing it on a daily basis. And then for those of you guys that want more content, more access, exclusive access to me, you join our Patreon to get access to the Discord group. Yep. Watch out for that. Zach, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Zach. Same name. I'm new to crypto and overwhelmed with how much there is to learn. Thank you for your videos. Zach, thank you for the super chat. You spelt your name the wrong way. Okay, you're Zach with a K. I appreciate it. I like other Zachs. Yeah, much love, my friend. And I hope that my content bring you value, bring you calmness too. I know we do get a little bit excited, but hopefully on the red days when things are not looking so good, I like to be a beacon of light, and a beacon of light that actually has reason. I'm not here to just pump hopium and hype us up based off nothing. I only bring it if I have conviction, if we have documentation, if we have real proof. Chris, you like that shirt, brother? You like that one? Chris, I still got your shirts with me too. Love your shirts, brother. Reading comments, questions right now. Where is the RLUSD going to be sold on? We expect it to be listed on quite a few of these tier 1 exchanges. What's up? Your friend Dark Horse? Did Dark Horse sneak in here? I don't see him. These guys like to linger, though. These guys like to watch. These guys like to try to sneak on in here. Daniel, thank you. I appreciate that. Do I know a Kevin Rector in Wisconsin? No, I don't. Should you buy XRP now? I personally dollar cost average into XRP because nobody can successfully say if any speculative asset will go up or down within your comfortable holding period of an asset. Yeah, for me, my bags are just full. I'm happy with my XRP bag, right? I don't need any more. I mean, of course, some more would be nice, but I perfectly content with my bags on XRP and XLM right now. So I'm not buying any more of those. But I did just add more HBAR, just added more Flare, added more XDC. What's gold and silver doing? Okay, gold and silver are up. So gold's went up to 2,700 here today. 2,700 for gold. And then silver is back above, went above $32 yesterday. Now we're at 31.8 right now. For those of you guys that have a 401k retirement account and you're looking to get exposure to precious metals, I have a link down below in the description of my YouTube or at zachrector.com. You just go to the precious metals tab and we can help you roll over the 401k retirement account. If you're looking to just get metals delivered directly to your door, we have an affiliate for that as well too. And we got you covered for the precious metals. What do you think about the Tangem wallets? Big fan. Big fan of the Tangem. Yep. Yep, big fan. Which manufacturer will be allowing us to use XRP in order to purchase a car? I truly see this coming very soon. Milton, that's a good question. I think it's inevitable that they all will. it's inevitable that they all are going to get on board. And as it usually plays out, the ones that get on board first and get ahead are the ones that are going to benefit the most. So yeah, I mean, the longer that these, the longer that the old guard tries to resist and sit back, the more that they'll get left behind. They've tried to keep a lid on this thing, especially XRP, but they've tried to keep a lid on crypto in general. Now it's, running away from them again, especially XRP. So it's inevitable. Zach, you got to do a Hedera deep dive. I remember you dropping the XRP and XLM ones. Both were fire. Jay, yeah, I should. I really should. I should do an HBAR deep dive. Or at least just break down HBAR and why I'm bullish on it. It's like I've been saying, just because some of these opportunities I'm not as excited about does not mean that they're not going to move. Some of these companies that I'm frustrated with doesn't mean that their token's not going to pump. And so I never let that get in my way. Just because I don't like a founder of a project doesn't mean that I won't invest in it if I still think that it has good upside. Like Cardano, I think that it can make a good run towards $5 and maybe even a little bit more this bull run. But the level of conviction that I have in that play is not as strong. And that's why I'm not investing. It's not because I, am frustrated that Charles Hoskinson had the receipts on ETHgate and didn't drop them. We had to wait and get them from Steven Narioff. I'm not going to hold that against Charles by not buying the token that does have an opportunity to maybe 4 or 5x from this level, which very, very possibly could happen for Cardano. Zach, you took a long time on HBAR, but well done. And that's what I was talking about earlier with TikTok. I was doing a TikTok live earlier, and I was explaining how I'm late on some of these. And on some of these earlier, I was at break even or down. I was down on my SEI token. I bought SEI is the ticker, SEI. I just bought it again at 58 cents, and it was down to 51 cents this morning. I don't know what it's at right now. I'll take a quick look and see what the SEI token's trading at right now. 55. Yeah, so I'm still down. I was down worse. But then, yeah, HBAR, and I was telling the story about how on all of these cryptos, I wanted to buy in. I wasn't convinced that the bull run was starting. And I underestimated how quickly we were going to move once Trump got elected. And so I missed buying the bottom on some of these cryptos that I was already planning on buying some of. I just was getting greedy. I wanted Flare at like 1 cent. And then I wanted it at 1.5 cents. And then I wanted it at 2 cents. And then I bought it at, what did I just buy it at? 3 cents. And I just bought more at 2.5 cents. And so I've been buying in higher. And the reason why I was sharing that is to say that I'm not perfect. And I lose on some of these. I got wrecked on some meme coins. I'm down on a couple of my positions right now. Not just on memes. On SEI token. HBAR, I'd bought at 26 cents. It went down to 26 cents today. I was at break even on HBAR. I could have bought HBAR at 5 cents for the last 2 years, right? I mean, I'm just late on some of these. It's at 28 cents right now on HBAR. But I think that HBAR still can run up to $1.50, $2 easily this bull run. So, perfectly fine at 26 cents and looking to, just like the people that are trying to get pullbacks on XRP and rooting for pullbacks on XRP, I'm rooting for pullbacks on some of these other cryptos. I'm not rooting for a pullback on XRP. We've all had our chance. I'm sorry. XRP, I'm sorry. You got your pullback, but you did get it. That's the thing. Even though I wasn't rooting for a pullback, the market, doesn't care what we want. We have to take what the market gives to us, and the market gave us 2 days, 2 opportunities to execute a buy order on XRP below $2. Will we ever see XRP below $2 ever again? I don't know. I cannot sit here confidently and tell you that XRP is going back below $2. I can't do that with any confidence. Now, I can tell you with confidence that it looks like we're on our way to $3. I can tell you with confidence that it looks like we're going a lot higher this bull run, but I can't give you a for sure. Now, corepins.com. Not an official sponsor of the page, not to get confused with our official sponsors, but corepins.com. We got to take a moment to give a shout out for a massive 200 spot. Corepins, can you even give a smaller super chat? They don't even give you the option to do 20 bucks. Every time this guy shows up, he drops 200 big ones. Corepins, thank you once again. I greatly appreciate your support. I'm going to read off your comment here now. Hey, Zach, I'm retiring this year thanks to XRP. I'm giving my employees my company at no cost. I still hold half my bag of XRP. This is what it's all about right here, folks. Our XRP, I mean, he's retiring from the company, but we're still giving back. You know what I'm saying? This is what the XRP community is all about. This is not just, oh, we're going to pump up the coin and go get ourselves a little whippy whip and rent a little girlfriend and do a little game. No, we are going to change the world with our wealth. We are going to give back to our communities with our wealth. We are going to secure futures for our children with this wealth. We are going to not sell off, give our company away to our employees. That's right. Corpin says, I'm giving my employees my company at no cost. This is the XRP community. We are not like the rest of this space. We are nothing like the rest of this space. And this is just getting started. Corpins, God bless you. God bless you. Many blessings to you, your family, your employees that are taking over your company. This is what it's all about. I just had a one-on-one session. I had a one-on-one session last week with another gentleman who was owner financing his businesses to some of his employees as well. This is what it's all about. Just last month, I did conclude the sale of my company as well to my business partner. So this is what it's all about. We are just getting started. Corpins, it's massive. Greatly appreciate you. Many blessings to you and yours. Thank you. Okay. You guys might be able to hear my son crying in the background. I am going to have to wrap up this session. So final comments and questions. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys have liked this video. Make sure you guys have subscribed and hit that notification bell. And everything's at ZachRector.com for all of our community resources. And I greatly appreciate your support. Couple more minutes, then let's wrap it up. Carl G with the 5 spot. Thank you. That is your 20th super chat, Carl. 20th super chat. We got some real ones in here. Thank you. They created the Fed with the stroke of a pen and they can get rid of it the same way, but they won't, I think. See, that's what I'm so excited for about with this Trump administration. This second Trump term. We get to start to have a real conversation about some of these issues. Should we have an IRS? Should we have an income tax? Should we be spending all this money on foreign aid? Should we be involved in all these wars? Right? We can start to have these conversations now. This wasn't even on the table before during this last administration. None of this was even considered. Nobody even had a say. It's just every other day, another billion for Ukraine, another billion for so-and-so, another billion for this program, another billion if something bad happened to you in your life and I want your vote, $1 billion to you. I mean, it's just been handouts. All illegal, all unconstitutional, all potentially coming to an end. And I am here for it. Until we can take care of our people, our country, you can't cash our check. So it doesn't matter what program you want to do. You want to take care of this person, that country, this religion, this belief. The check does not cash. We are broke. We are bust. And this is only accelerating from here. Final comments, questions before we wrap it up. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. ZachRector.com, quick links down below, precious metals, cryptocurrency exchanges, wallets. I just got set up on Caleb and Brown. Highly would encourage you guys to take a look at their platform if you're looking for another option to trade cryptocurrency. They offer institutional grade custody with personalized broker service. I'm sending them a chunk of my XRP. They're going to sell it off for me this bull run. It's kind of a set it and forget it platform, and they will hold your hand through the whole process. So I really like what they offer over there. Yep. Another super chat here. This one coming in from Daniel, it looks like. Is that Danielle or Daniel? I can't see the rest of your name there. Greatly appreciate that. 20 spot. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing today. This was a lot of fun. Peaky, so great to see you, brother. You are the man. Stay well. Blessings to you and the family. Glad I caught the tail end. Yes, Peaky. We ran it up for 2 hours here. Okay. TikTok, YouTube, X, been an absolute pleasure. We ran this thing up over 11,000 viewers right now between X and YouTube. We were pushing big numbers over on TikTok as well. Massive session, massive pump for XRP, massive recovery. The epic bounce that I talked about this morning, finally coming in. Got a little scary there for a moment. Now we're moving back up. If you guys appreciate what we're doing, you guys know how to help me out. We got to smack it. We got to tap it. We got to share it out far and wide. And if you want to continue your support, everything's available at ZachRector.com with quick links down below. That's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and God bless you all. Thank you.